ladies and gentlemen. Today is the last update you'll get from financial statement analysis. Hard to believe we're finishing up and entering into week number 6. What should you be working on this week? Well, the application project 3 is due June 25th, 2020. You need to finish module 7 before you can complete project 3. You also need to make sure you have participated in the current events presentations through a discussion, both from a reviewer and a presenter. And we need to get that done by June 22nd. So with your project due on the 25th, we should have all grades available by June 27th, and I'll input them into night jobs on the 28th. The discussions on presentations are worth 6 points of your grade. You have to engage with 3 presentations other than your own. You had the option of participating on a live basis, and many of you did as we finished them up. If you've done this, it should be reflected in your grade book. If I made a mistake, do let me know. I'm doing this with every class I have, and I could have easily missed something, so just let me know. If you have not yet earned 6 points, and you can see that within the grade book, you need to watch a recording and engage in virtual discussions, both the presenters and participants. Saying good job and leaving it at that is not an engagement. You need to comment, you need to question, you need to express your opinion. What do you think? And the presenters would respond to that. So don't wait till it is due Monday the 22nd. Don't wait till like 11 o'clock to post something and you want somebody to respond. So you want to make sure you get everything in as soon as possible so that people can respond and you can have a discussion. To be honest, the videos are longer than I like, but I wanted to capture everything that was discussed. I think some of this stuff was really, really good, and we were able to go off and examine things in more depth. So it was a good example of how do we dig down, how do we think, how do we go beyond the surface, how do we dig deeper, how do we engage in critical thinking. So I think this is very, very important. So go ahead and do that, and we should be good there. Application Project 3, which is the last one, it's worth 12 points, 12% of your grade. Due no later than 11:59 on June 25th. Watch the instructional video before starting. The submission should incorporate the prior 2 projects and my comments on them. The material should be organized in a logical manner. Use a table of contents. So if you're talking about revenue and sales, keep that all together. If you're going to talk about the income statement, keep that all together. Don't bounce around between different things, but you got to remember to tie everything together. That's what this project does, is really going to be graded on a couple of things. One, how well you have integrated it. Also, you need to make a series of assumptions prior to you doing evaluation. You may want to talk with me prior to submission. Okay? Not just may, you probably should, so that we can think some of this through. Because what's happening in the world today is that changes the nature of assumptions. So take a look at all that material, read it twice. It might be a good idea that we chat about them before you do that. Again, avoid generalities and platitudes. Don't state the obvious. I know what definitions are. You don't have to tell me. In this assumption, you have to have a conclusion. And the conclusion should be based on all of the work that you've done over the past 6 weeks. You're interpreting facts, data, and now drawing a conclusion. This will take you 7 to 10 hours to complete. Now, as you go back and look at what you did in Project 1 and Project 2, you're going to see that this one is pulling everything together. So I think the organization will be critical. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm available to talk about your assumptions. And at this point, everything else should be graded by the time you see this. If not, I'll get to them fairly quickly. If you have questions, let me know.